to speak out, whether it's athletes or just regular citizens. People are speaking out. It's a good thing.
You're going to DC.
I didn't see what Pop said. I considered skipping practice and watching Spurs media day. Would it have been worth it?
Yeah, probably.
Just on the heels of that, how do you find a balance, and what's the discussion in the locker room about finding a balance between everything that's going on with the political spectrum and really just keeping your head in the game?
We don't even talk about that balance. This is just part of our daily existence, dealing with what's on the floor and what's off. And every day is a little different, every year is a little different, but we come in here, we've got a pretty good gig. We have like 4-hour work days. Who wouldn't want that? The players come in around 9 and we're done by 1, and maybe they're out of here by 2, and then they got the rest of their day and the rest of their evening, and everybody's got a different life and different interest. And so when they're in here, it's all about basketball. But we know we got to answer some questions about what's going on around the world, and that's all part of it.
Coach, you mentioned the whole passing accuracy thing yesterday. Is that something you just put on film and watch and talk about, or do you guys are doing drills?
We're doing drills, some basic passing drills, and harping on the accuracy of passes as we go through practice. No matter what we're doing, there's passing involved. So we're talking about that accuracy constantly and showing some film, and it's a big thing for us this year.
You say basic passing drills, you got NBA players that are like chest pass, bounce pass.
But I'm a Tex Winter disciple in Chicago. I'll never forget one of my first practices with Michael and Scottie. Tex had us line up at half court, throwing 2-hand chest passes back and forth to each other, and one-hand pass, left-hand pass, bounce pass. What is this? 3rd grade. We got the 2 best players on earth throwing the ball back and forth to each other. It's a good reminder that fundamentals matter. No matter how old you are, no matter how good you are.
How was the fine line between? Because your guys do a lot of fancy passing. What's the fine line that you're trying to make sure you don't want to limit their creativity, but also keep them crisp?
That's my job all year. Knowing when to snap and when not to, and so there's got to be some humor in it, but there's got to be some acceptance. I don't want to take away who we are, but Steph knows the difference between an aggressive pass and a dumb one, and he's usually the first one to admit it. And we show our guys all the time the reason we got to take care of the ball. When we win the turnover battle, we usually win.
Coach, in a few weeks, when the season starts and the national anthem is played here and all over the country, what kind of reaction do you anticipate from players, and what's going to happen if many do choose to kneel and link arms, or what we saw this weekend?
I don't know. I mean, we're just, this is training camp. We've got 3 days of practice, and it's like we haven't even talked about that. We're focused on basketball. We do what we can. We react accordingly, as you saw over the weekend. But at some point, we gotta just be able to play.
Does your approach to training camp change at all, knowing that you're getting ready to go to China?
Yeah, a little bit. We're taking tomorrow off. Practice 3 straight days. Game Saturday. We leave for China Sunday, and we'll have to account for the back end of the trip. Maybe a day off, a couple of days off. I don't know, but it's different. Definitely different. I don't know how much we'll be able to get done over there, but we're trying to fit in a lot of stuff this week before we leave.
Steve, kind of going back to what you're saying about the presenting concerns to the league about the schedule. Was it the number of back-to-backs, 4 and 5 nights, all the above? What were kind of the things that most concerned you?
Back-to-backs don't bother me. 4 and 5 nights is tough, but as I said, 8 and 13 in 8 cities, and a back-to-back Minnesota, San Antonio. That made no sense. Like I said, the league has eliminated that stuff. Back-to-backs are fine. Even this year, all the national TV games that we're playing, I believe we only have 1 set of back-to-backs. It's Houston and Dallas. It's a 45-minute flight. The league has gotten really smart. And the reason it's smart is because it affects performance. And I know there's going to be people complaining about it. I know Barkley's like they're a bunch of babies. So we're trying to present, you know, a good product, and we're going to play way better if our back-to-back is Houston-Dallas than if it were Minnesota to San Antonio when we get to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. I know Charles would have been perfect in that situation. You know, when he played, that back-to-back wouldn't have bothered him. His conditioning was so good anyway; nothing mattered. But no, what we want to do is present the best possible product every night that we can, and so that's why it's really important for the league to figure out the scheduling and the travel and the rest, and that's why we're working with them, and they've done a great job with it.
What's your perspective on like why you think maybe some of the former guys like Barkley don't take that into account? Of like this has proven to help players lengthen their careers, and even if guys in the previous generation could do it, their careers are much shorter. Why do you think there's that disconnect?
Same reason your grandpa said when I was your age, I had to walk 5 miles in the snow to school, uphill both ways. You know, same concept. Life was much tougher for the old guys. It's much easier for the young guys. We're all soft. This generation's soft. If only we could go back to the old days when everybody was tough. Whatever.
What is the biggest specific challenge that you think a player faces when they come to a new team, whether it's on or off the court? And what do you think is there anything you try to do to incorporate them?
Sorry, I didn't catch the first part of it.
What is like the biggest specific challenge that you think a player faces when they join a new team?
It's amazing that what continuity does in terms of your comfort level walking into the gym. And what that means, it means everything. It means knowing where you go and get your coffee in the morning. It means being in a comfortable place that you've grown accustomed to. It means maybe your kid is comfortable in school and happy. It means you know the plays already. When you go to a new team, everything changes, your whole life on and off the floor. And all that matters. It's the same thing productivity-wise with anybody. When you get comfortable and you know what to expect, I think it brings out the best in people.
Coach, center position last year kind of brought a lot of question marks entering training camp. Now that you guys kind of put that to bed by proving you guys can play the position by committee, essentially, what do you think turns into your team's biggest weakness now?
I don't know. It's pretty good.
Is there one in that case, or do you think?
I didn't think we had a weakness last year. People thought that the center position would be a weakness. It was a position of strength because of the depth and the versatility and the variance. You know, we go from Zaza knocking people around to JaVale catching lobs to David carving people up from the elbows, knocking down jump shots, to Draymond playing small. I mean, we got a lot of weapons, we got a lot of versatility, and I'm excited. I don't look at anything as a weakness. I look at our team as versatile and strong.
What do you think the addition of Omri Caspi kind of does that for that position as well?
Omri isn't just another guy who knows how to play basketball. I think it's the strength of our roster is the number of guys who just dribble, pass, shoot, read defenses, back cut, great cutter. He knows how to play.
You know, when David came last year, he hadn't played a ton of something.
Yeah.
How much adjustment did he have to make? I mean, or veteran still?
It wasn't really an adjustment because the whole league has you're now either a big or a wing. Right. You know, the 4 position is like a thing of the past. You know, if you're lucky enough to find a guy like Draymond who basically does everything and can play big or small, handle the ball, play off the ball. But those guys are few and far between. So the new 4-men are the old 3-men. And the 4s, the old 4s like David, they're becoming 5s. That's why our roster now has 6 centers, because David and Looney would have been 4s in the past. They're now 5s. It's just positionally how much the league has changed. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.